Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I know I didn't post a lot again this week, but I've been a little under the weather, so today's video is actually a little bit different. I am going to show you one of my favorite things to eat when I'm sick. So today I did some chores, and then I ended up buying a donabe from my local Asian market, and he told me to let it sit and soak in salt water for at least 2 hours. I soaked it for 3, and then after it was done I decided to season it, and I did a lot of research on how to season it, and it turns out that my favorite dish to eat while I'm sick is one of the ways you can season your donabe or your ceramic pot or your clay pot. So I'm just voicing this over. First thing I'm gonna do is add rice. I'm using this tiny little sauce like Tupperware cup that I have to measure out just enough rice for myself. And I did 1 little cup of those, and then I like to wash my rice a few times, but not until it runs completely clear, because I like to have a little more starch in my rice. I like to have a little more starch in my rice to thicken the broth of the congee that I like to eat. And yes, I'm aware that I have dishes I need to do, but like I said, I'm feeling under the weather, and I had already run 1 load and I was hungry, so I decided to go ahead and make my congee first. After washing my rice, I've brought my pot back to the stove, and the heat isn't on right now, and currently I'm just adding water. I have a stock mix that I'm gonna put in towards the end of my soup being cooked, the end of my congee being cooked, but for now I'm just using water, and depending on who you ask, sometimes it's a 1:5 ratio, a 1:6 ratio, a 1:8 ratio, or a 1:12 ratio. I pretty much just cook my congee however thick I'm feeling that I need at the time, based on how my sinuses are doing and how well they are draining. I normally also don't cook carrots with scissors, but I couldn't be bothered to pull out a knife for this, and the carrot I was holding was soft enough to be able to cut with the scissors. And then I'm also cutting up some celery and green onion to add into my congee as well. I should mention that today I'm going on a looser congee stock, and then at the end here I've added in some chicken, just frozen from a bag that I have up in the freezer, and I normally cook it long enough so it's fall off the bone ready. Now, when you're cooking in earthenware, you normally need to start on a low and a diffused heat source. If you put a donabe or earthenware on direct heat, it cracks. So here I'm using a diffuser that I bought online somewhere. And then I forgot to put in mushrooms, so I'm gonna go ahead and chop one of those up with the scissors as well and just throw it in there. While that's cooking, I decided to make a little bit of tea, and I normally like black tea with a bit of milk and sometimes sugar. I find that brown sugar actually deepens the flavor, and you only need to use like a third of what I guess I would use for normal sugar. But also I only use like a teaspoon, if that. I just think it really deepens the flavor of the tea more so than a white sugar does. And if you add cinnamon, it takes it even a step further. Like I said, I was going to prep some other veggies. Here I'm prepping mushrooms while drinking my tea. And then eventually I will bring the camera around so you can see me from a different angle. I have the rice cooker back there. I'm going to be chopping up celery and carrots, and then I also have fruit that I divided up and put in the fridge. And then let's go ahead and check on this. It's looking nice and toasty, and I'll let you guys hear it, but I might be breathing hard. And I'm going to put in that chicken base. I just use a little bit of a teaspoon and just kind of stir around and then get ready to eat this because I am struggling with my sinuses today and the drainage is just a bit much. So I want to eat it while it's hot, and then while I'm eating it, I decided to watch a little bit of Agatha with my husband and some Blacklist by myself. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video because it's a little different. If you guys would like more videos like this, just leave me a comment or a thumbs up and I'll know to make more videos like this. But I'm gonna go take a nap now, and I hope to see you for Silent Sunday this week.